if you don't like messy crafts, then run away. No, seriously don't. It's really not that messy. You know what? Take a walk on the wild side and try something that is going to bring something beautiful and so much joy. Things like these beautiful marbled leaves. Hi, and welcome to Learning Life, and thank you so much for joining me today as we have some fun with an inexpensive but oh so delightful and just slightly messy craft. You know, I do love crafts. I really don't have a problem with mess. Do you know why? Because mess, we can clean it up. Hose it off, shower them down. You know, so many great things that can come out of these messes. So we shouldn't be afraid of them when it comes to crafts. But today we are going to make some beautiful marbled leaves. And as my girls would say, there is so much that you can do with the leftovers. Let me give them credit for their beautiful body paint that they use afterwards. And well, hey, let me give you credit for the likes and the subscribes and the comments. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, these are beautiful, aren't they? You know, and really easy to make. It doesn't just have to be like another fall fun craft. You can use this technique on so many different things. Easter eggs, Christmas sort of things, Valentine's hearts, whatever it is that you want. But it is easy to do. All you need is some paints, some washable poster paints, some shaving cream, some skewers or chopsticks left over from a Chinese meal, some cutouts of leaves, and a pan. I use a disposable pan just to make it easier, but you don't have to. If you've got something else, use it. Okay, and this is really just a lot of fun. It's all about just getting in there and exploring how color can work in this. So my girls love this because it's shaving cream. I mean, who doesn't really love something with shaving cream? Crafts-wise, that is. And so we're just going to squirt it through into the bottom of the pan. Okay, just going across back and forth along the bottom to give a layer. We don't have to fill the whole pan. In fact, you don't need to. One can like this could, do about 3 or 4 pans worth of this sort of craft. Now, for some reason, and I'm not really sure why, I like to just smooth it out. It just I think, just helps me in the grand scheme of things and making things look beautiful. You don't have to smooth it out. I just like to do it. But we have our shaving cream in our pan. This is where we get to have fun with colors. I'm using the autumn colors that we have, and we're just going to put blobs and dollops of paint all over. Doesn't need to be much. It's just higgledy-piggledy here and there. Because what we are then going to do is swirl them to make that beautiful marbled technique. So it doesn't matter if the colors go on top of each other. It doesn't really matter where you put them. So yellow, red, orange, these are great autumn colors. And while you're doing this and getting your children to help you, you can talk about why we would be using these colors for autumn. What's happening to the leaves? Why do some trees lose their leaves? That sort of thing. I do just a little bit of pink just to help sort of pull some of that in and to make one daughter happy. And then I also like to add a little bit of green. You can do browns, you can do all of this, but here's where you discuss and be like, okay, so the leaves are changing. What does it look like? Why does it do it? And now that we have this beautiful splodge, we're not going to leave it like that. Okay. This is where we get our skewer, our chopstick, whatever it is. Use your finger if you have to, and just go and swirl about. I usually like to start with going back and forth, and then maybe I'll go up and down, and you can talk about what's happening to these colors. What are they doing? We're getting this feathered effect, and then maybe swirl. And it's you don't want to mix it all up. We're not making brown here. If we wanted to just make brown, we'd just add brown. But it is about moving the paint about in the shaving cream. Okay, once we've got this, now we're going to get our cutouts, okay? I just did these on cardstock, just printed them out from clip art. You don't have that trace, cut out freehand, whatever it is, do different sizes. Now, this is where we get it. We're going to put it face down into our shaving cream. Now, this is where it gets like a little bit messy, but we want to put it down and press it down to make sure that the paint is getting across the leaf. Maybe you can see. It's here. And then this is the mess. We lift it out. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? We're going to put it down to dry. Okay, and get your next leaf and do this. Find a spot that you haven't used and put it down. Now, like, this is the great thing. Like, every leaf is going to be different because of the swirls, because of the way that you lay it. We get this one, and then we'll get our third one. Oh, I like this spot right here. Again, I'm pressing down so that the color gets it. Now, beautiful. Okay, now there's a couple of trains of thought on what you want to do about this shaving cream. There are those that say you get your piece of card right away and you scrape off the excess shaving cream. Something like this, and just scrape it off. And so then you get more of a marbled effect, or we found that ours sort of went a little splotchy, like, or stripy, but every leaf is going to be different. Like, that's the great thing. Or you could let it sit for a couple of minutes and then just let like the colors soak into the cardstock before you scrape off the paint. Or you could do what we did and just got completely distracted and started doing something else and then just let the shaving cream dry on the leaves. And this is what we ended up with. And I actually really like it because you feel this raised texture on it. So scrape, not scrape, leave it dry, whatever. It's entirely up to you because this is the thing. You can make it your own. And we love this. Like, what are we going to be doing with these? What can we do? And I love to see how the colors come out. So you've got this, you want to do more, get your other leaves, just mix and swirl again and go again. As I said, every leaf is different. And this is what I love. So let's just scrape this one so you can see. So I just used some of the excess from when we were cutting out our leaves. And I'm scraping off the excess shaving cream. And voila. Okay. It's pretty, right? It's that light, gentle movement. But you don't have to do that. You can leave it to dry like this, but a little bit messy. It's not too bad. But we end up with these beautiful leaves. What are you going to do with them? Like, you could hang them all up and make some bunting or a banner, or check out my last craft video that I did on leaf mobiles. Maybe you'd like to hang them as part of your mobile, or then like paint on the back like we did in that one. So many different things that you could do. Or, I'm going to have like a fall party or maybe something for Thanksgiving. You could put your invitations, use them as part of an invitation right on the back. Like, this is the great thing. There are so many things that you can do with this. It doesn't just have to be, we've made it. Now let's chuck them because there's nothing to do. Decorate your windows, decorate your walls, give them away to friends, just make something beautiful, but have fun with it and not be afraid of the mess. And then you go, but there's all this lovely shaving cream. What can I do? Well, if it's my girls, there's really two things. One, take it outside and paint each other with it. Or something else that we like to do, often with shaving cream and paint anyhow, is we take it into our bath and then they can paint all on the walls there within the bath because it's an all-in-one unit. And then they get to wash it off and have a bath and have so much fun. I mean, it's shaving cream. It's washable paint. It's really not going to be bad for them to get it on their skin. So you don't just have to throw this away. You can have some fun with the leftovers. If it's a hot day, shaving cream fight outside. Oh, yes. So go ahead and make some beautiful leaves. And as I said, it doesn't just have to be leaves. What is something you could do with this technique for Christmas or any other sort of fantastic holiday, or just even because? So I hope that you have some fun with this. And if you do, hey, send me some pictures. I do love seeing what people are doing with this and how you can even put a spin and make it your own. I mean, that's what I like to do. What's somebody doing? Let me get it and make it my own. And so thank you so much for watching today and being part of this community. You can join us as a champion through Patreon and help us to get out more content like this. So you can join us at patreon.com, or check out my website, which will have the instructions and some photos on there, LearningThis.Life.